Once farm boy in Idaho, now free-range educator at Sage Ridge School. Give it up for the very funny Cameron Crain.
Give some love to Katie, everybody. Katie Welch. Katie Welch, watch the chorus. Are we having fun out there? Getting warmed up? All right. Well, we all heard about the Supreme Court ruling this week, right? Actually, there were a couple rulings. But there was one that Hollywood was really excited about. Do you want to know why? Why? Do you want to know why? Why? Because now we have 50 states of gay. If anything doesn't work tonight, I can say I'm a product of public education. That's all I got to do. That's all I got to do. And I can say I'm from Idaho, which usually in most states is an insult, but since we're Nevadans in Nevada, it's kind of like a compliment. Right? Usually Idaho is like the special ed kid in education. But when you're in Nevada talking about Idaho, we're kind of gifted and talented up there. Yeah. But back to the Supreme Court ruling, because I'm not done with that joke. Here's the thing. The activists who will be the main characters in this new movie about it, right, are so domineering, right? They really crack that whip. Wow. That's great. And my final note on that is, the justices had no choice. Their hands were tied. That one hit. Okay, good. So now I know where the line is with you guys. That's good. Have we had enough wine out there? Okay, so I am from Idaho. I grew up on a farm where the men are men and the sheep
are scared.
I love hearing what people say when I just put it out there. And the sheep are on strike. You know why they're unionizing? Because they hear how good the bunnies have it down here in Nevada. Oh, have another round. Come on, you're not drinking enough. Okay, so when I was a kid, when I was some of these young people's age, I decided I wanted to be an actor. And I went right to work in the restaurant business. Practiced my line. Emily, you'd appreciate this. I did my exercises. Oh, good blood, bad blood, good blood, bad blood. May I take your order? And, I was ready for that line, but I wasn't ready for how crazy people get about food, right? Would you agree? I mean, people get ridiculous about food, right? So this one time, a girl comes in, she's like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna have my burrito naked. It's okay, it's not that kind of restaurant, but all right. Okay, and anything else I can get for you? Yes, can you make sure that my ice cubes are diet? And it's really hot out here, can you do something about that? Man, you do realize you're in a patio outside. You want me to have God turn down the temperature for you? Goodness. So I had to drive all the way from Mound House to get here. You guys know where Mound House is?
Yes.
So you do?
Yes.
Some of you, anybody here not know where Mound House is? Okay, all right. It is one of the few counties where prostitution is legal in Nevada. Okay, so I'm driving through Mound House, and I appreciate it for what it is, because there's a lot to it, but I think it has an image problem, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I know. So I put the Crane Crackerjack PR team on the situation. First thing I realized is we're going to rename it the House of Mounds. And we're going to gate it, and we're going to get a couple of Rottweilers to guard it, and some old lady who's a tarot card reader but uses poker cards. Be like, hey boy, you want your cards read? And we'll just call it what it is. It's a hillbilly playground. Right? I mean, think about it. Where else can you get guns and liquored and laid, antiques and tattooed and saved? All within a 1 mile radius, and I'm being saved by Black Leather Jesus. I'm not kidding you. It's right next to the Shell station. I'm being serious. So I'm the only male in my house. Sometimes that's pretty hard, being surrounded by 4 lovely females, but it's those moments when you need the courage to take back the remote control, and you look for a testosterone buddy. And I look over, and there's Bruiser, my 4-pound chihuahua. And he's shaking, And he's looking at me, and my wife, she dresses him up with bling collars that weigh more than he does. He's all walking around, boom. His little legs are like going like this, right there. I'm trying to right him back up. That's those moments when I look into his eyes, and I feel like I can hear his inner monologue. And it sounds like Antonio Banderas. How dare you do this to me? I'm a Chihuahua. I come from a long line of Chihuahuas. My grandpapa was a Chihuahua. My daddy was a Dachshund or a Labrador or a Shih Tzu. I don't know. My mother had many colors at night. But my mother, she was a Chihuahua. And this is what you do to me? And this is why I piss on your floor. And cheat the bed. Bruiser, ladies and gentlemen, give him some love. Come on, he needs it from here. How cool would it be to have a Clint Eastwood app on your smartphone? Doo-doo. How can I make your day? Clint, get directions, please. Directions? You're unforgiven. My Gran Torino don't need no stinking directions. But Clint, I just want to go to sleep. Put your wife on the phone. Honey, it's for you. So she can say, hey, Clint. Just call me Dirty Harry. Why don't you dump the chimp and come with me? I like my women any which way but loose. I can go any which way you can. Okay, that's it. Cancel navigation. Doo-doo. Pansy. So, I think it's funny how we get caught up with stress and we get stress confused with first world problems. You guys ever notice that? Oh my God, I'm so stressed. Never seen that around here, Katie, have we? Never. No cases of affluenza at Sage Ridge? No. Oh my God, I'm so stressed. A long line at Starbucks is not stress. That's a first world problem. You don't know who was stressed? The caveman was stressed. Right? He's working with the limits of his Cro-Magnon cranium and some dude named right? And some dirt and some cave paintings. He's got like life or death situations. That's stressed. My iPhone 6 Plus doesn't fit into my skinny jeans. Is a first world problem. Moses was stressed. Am I right? Am I right? Moses, he had to part the Red Sea to free his people from a raging, psychotic army. That's stressed. Okay? All right, you know who else was stressed? Abraham Lincoln. Right, had to free the slaves, avoid getting killed when half the nation wanted him, and then he wins the war, and then what happens? Whacked in the theater. Still too soon? Still too soon. David, I thought we were far enough along with that Lincoln stuff after last year.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln! I'll tell you who else was stressed. I'll tell you a story. Walking through Munchkin Land, just taking a little stroll, adjusting your witch's hat, looking up to see a house falling on your face, that's stressed. Now yes, the Wicked Witch of the East, she was a mean hag. Yeah. Right? And she was trespassing, but how many of you have gone where you shouldn't go? Did a house fall on your face? I don't think so. That's stressed. Oh, and by the way, did some little tart named Dorothy take your shoes? And was your sister mad not because you're dead, but because she took your shoes before you did? Or her did? Or she did? Idaho education. Need some water. A lot of stress in here. Oh my God, I only have 12 Twitter followers. That's me. That's really stressful. Okay, I take it back. That's stressful. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple more. You guys want 2 more about stress?
Yes.
Because you guys look really relaxed. You like being really judgmental about stress, okay? Gandalf was stressed. Gandalf was, first of all, he's 589 years old, right? He's running through a dark cavern, right? Trying to not trip over his beard, being chased by some giant demi-devil, and then he does like the coolest spell of all time to fight the demi-devil. You shall not pass! And it works. And the dragon goes all the way into the canyon, right? And he looks at it and he's like, yeah. He drops the wand, struts the stuff away. But the demi-devil, he had like a 150-foot whip, like he needed a whip. Okay? And it gets around Gandalf's skinny little ankle and pulls him back in. Oh, what the? That's stress. And the last person I want to talk about, I really feel compassion for this person who feels stress. You don't know who it is? Do you want to know? Come on, people. You want to know who this person is? The owner of Jurassic Park. That dude is way stressed, right? He's tried to open his park not once, not twice, 3 times. And each time, what happened? The product ate the clientele. Now, unless you're back at Mound House, that's bad for business. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That's my time.